In the fast-paced rhythm of modern life, people constantly face pressures from work, family, social relationships, and concerns about the future. Stress and anxiety seem to have become an inevitable part of contemporary living. There are moments when we feel physically and mentally exhausted, wondering if there is a way to rediscover peace and lightness amid the turbulence of life. In Buddhism, there is a practice regarded as the key to inner peace: mindfulness meditation. This is not merely a spiritual discipline reserved for monastics, but a powerful tool that anyone, regardless of their circumstances, can apply to reduce stress, manage anxiety, and find tranquility even in the midst of a busy life. The journey of meditation is not just about breathing techniques or a temporary form of relaxation. It is a path that guides us back to ourselves, helping us understand our inner world, transform suffering, and live a more awakened and peaceful life. This video will guide you step by step in understanding mindfulness meditation, practicing it correctly, and integrating it into your daily life to face stress and anxiety with awareness. Let us embark on this journey of discovery to reclaim the peace within our hearts. In life, all of us have experienced moments of stress and anxiety. Stress may arise from work pressures, social relationships, or even the expectations we place upon ourselves. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a deeper mental state in which the mind is constantly entangled in thoughts about the future, fearful of what has yet to happen or regretting what has passed. These two states may seem distinct, but they are closely related, and if not properly managed, they can become burdens that gradually drain both the body and mind. In the teachings of the Buddha, he clearly explained the causes of human suffering. All suffering originates from ignorance, a fundamental lack of understanding, and a mistaken perception of the nature of life. When we do not truly understand ourselves, when we fail to grasp the laws governing the body, mind, and the world, we are easily swept away by afflictions. Stress and anxiety are also forms of affliction. If we do not recognize them correctly, they will become flames that consume our inner peace. What is stress? From a scientific perspective, stress is a natural physiological response when the body faces a challenging or threatening situation. When encountering a situation that causes worry or pressure, the body activates a defense mechanism to protect itself. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes rapid, muscles tense, and the mind becomes more alert to deal with the situation. This response is beneficial in emergencies, enabling quick decision-making and survival reactions. However, in modern life, people face countless pressures: work, family, social relationships, finances, and many other concerns. These pressures are not immediate threats, yet the body still reacts as if they were. When stress becomes prolonged, it ceases to be beneficial and starts to negatively impact physical and mental health. In Buddhism, stress stems from attachment and craving. When we desire too much, whether it be fame, wealth, success, or even perfection in ourselves, we unknowingly create unnecessary pressure. When reality does not align with our expectations, we experience distress and restlessness, which leads to stress. Is stress always bad? Not necessarily. In some cases, stress can drive us to grow, overcome challenges, and achieve our goals. However, when stress becomes a persistent state, when we lose control over it, it signals an imbalance within the mind. Unlike stress, anxiety is not merely an immediate reaction but an ongoing psychological state. Those who experience anxiety tend to overthink the future, imagine worst-case scenarios, and feel helpless about what has yet to happen. In Buddhist teachings, anxiety arises from mental formations, the mind's tendency to fabricate and project scenarios that are not yet real. We often create narratives in our minds, fearing possibilities that may never materialize, thus trapping ourselves in negative emotions. The Buddha taught, no one can live twice in a single moment. The future has not yet arrived, and the past is already gone. Only the present is truly valuable, yet people allow their minds to wander in illusions. Anxiety also stems from delusion, which is the failure to understand the true nature of reality. We often try to control everything around us, hoping things will unfold according to our wishes. But in truth, all phenomena are impermanent, nothing is fixed. When we fully comprehend this, we learn to let go of unnecessary anxieties. How can we recognize anxiety in our minds? Observe yourself. When your thoughts are constantly consumed by negativity, when you feel a persistent heaviness, struggle with sleep, or even experience unexplained physical discomfort, these may be signs of anxiety. Recognizing it is the first step toward transformation. When stress and anxiety persist, they not only affect mental well-being but also have serious consequences on physical health. 1. Effects on the nervous system. During stress, the body produces cortisol, a hormone that helps cope with pressure. However, excessive cortisol over long periods weakens the nervous system, leading to insomnia, fatigue, depression, and memory impairment. Those suffering from anxiety often experience sleep disturbances, as their minds remain tense even without a clear cause. 2. Impact on the cardiovascular system. Increased blood pressure, rapid heart rate, and higher risk of cardiovascular diseases. Studies show that individuals under chronic stress are at a significantly higher risk of heart disease than those with stable emotional states. 3. Weakened immune system. Continuous stress weakens the immune system, making the body more susceptible to illness. Conditions like stomach ulcers, colitis, and autoimmune disorders are closely linked to prolonged stress. 4. Effects on emotions and thought processes. A mind consumed by anxiety becomes more negative, prone to irritability, impatience, and emotional instability. Many individuals suffering from long-term anxiety develop depression, lose motivation for life, and struggle to find joy in daily existence. 5. Impact on relationships. Stress and anxiety create emotional distance, making it difficult for individuals to open up to others. Those who frequently experience anxiety tend to withdraw from social interactions, isolating themselves and creating a self-imposed barrier from the world. Understanding stress and anxiety is the first step toward managing them. When we identify the root causes of these afflictions, we can learn how to confront and transform them rather than allowing them to dictate our lives. Buddhist teachings emphasize that true peace does not come from external circumstances but from the ability to remain present and perceive reality with wisdom rather than emotion. When we cultivate mindfulness, when we turn inward and become aware of ourselves, all stress and anxiety can be transformed into a state of serenity and inner peace. In recent years, mindfulness meditation has gained widespread attention as a method to attain peace and relieve stress in daily life. However, meditation is not merely a relaxation technique, it is a profound spiritual practice that was introduced by the Buddha more than 2,500 years ago. When practiced correctly, mindfulness meditation not only helps us manage stress and anxiety but also leads us toward enlightenment and liberation from suffering. What is mindfulness meditation? In Buddhism, mindfulness meditation, sati, is not merely a method for calming the mind but a deep state of awareness. Mindfulness means keeping the mind clear and fully present, attentively observing one's thoughts, emotions, and actions in the present moment. It is about not dwelling on the past, not chasing worries about the future, but instead living fully in the here and now. When people think of meditation, they often imagine a monk sitting still on a mountaintop or in a monastery, isolated from worldly life. However, mindfulness meditation is not confined to any particular space or circumstance. One can practice meditation while walking, standing, lying down, sitting, working, eating, or even communicating with others. Mindfulness meditation is distinct from other forms of meditation. Some meditative practices involve chanting mantras, visualizing supernatural realms, or controlling energy flows. But mindfulness is simply the practice of observing oneself without force, without expectations, just recognizing things as they are. The Buddha taught in the Satipatthana Sutta, the discourse on the 4 foundations of mindfulness, that there are 4 areas of mindfulness practice. 1. Mindfulness of the body. Observing the body, the movement of breath, physical sensations, and bodily actions. 2. Mindfulness of feelings. Recognizing pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral sensations as they arise in the mind. 3. Mindfulness of the mind. Observing the changing states of consciousness, identifying whether the mind is calm or restless. 4. Mindfulness of phenomena. Examining thoughts, emotions, and experiences through the lens of impermanence, suffering, and non-self. Practicing mindfulness is a path to liberation from mental afflictions because when the mind is anchored in the present, it is no longer caught in delusions. Numerous scientific studies have shown that mindfulness meditation positively affects the nervous system, helping to reduce stress and anxiety. However, from a Buddhist perspective, meditation is not merely a relaxation tool, it has the power to deeply transform the mind. 1. Meditation regulates the nervous system. When a person is stressed, the body activates the fight or flight response, increasing cortisol levels, causing rapid heartbeat, shallow breathing, and a heightened state of alertness. If this state persists, it can lead to anxiety disorders, insomnia, depression, high blood pressure, and other health issues. Mindfulness meditation activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for bringing the body back to a state of relaxation and balance. During meditation, the heart rate slows down, blood pressure stabilizes, and breathing becomes deeper, effectively reducing stress. 2. Meditation helps manage negative thoughts. We are often caught in an endless cycle of thoughts, especially when anxious. A single negative thought arises, followed by a chain reaction of worries, trapping the mind in unnecessary fears. Through mindfulness practice, we learn to observe these thoughts without being controlled by them. When a worrying thought arises, we simply acknowledge, this is a thought of worry, without allowing it to take over the mind. Gradually, we learn to let go and no longer get entangled in useless mental chatter. 3. Meditation teaches acceptance and letting go. Many people, when stressed, tend to resist their emotions, trying to suppress or escape them. However, the more we resist, the more distress and suffering we experience. Mindfulness meditation teaches us to accept our emotions as they are. When feelings of stress or anxiety appear, we simply observe them without judgment, without trying to change them. Over time, as we stop resisting, these emotions naturally subside. This embodies the Buddhist principle of equanimity, upekkha, remaining unattached, not clinging, and staying at peace amidst all fluctuations of life. Although mindfulness meditation has become popular, there are still many misconceptions that prevent people from truly understanding and practicing it correctly. 1. Meditation is not about emptying the mind. Some people believe that meditation requires achieving a state of complete emptiness, without any thoughts. This is a misunderstanding. In meditation, we do not force the mind to be blank but simply observe thoughts objectively. Thoughts come and go, our role is merely to acknowledge them without following them. 2. Meditation is not only for monastics. Many assume that meditation is only for monks and nuns in monasteries, while laypeople cannot practice it. However, the Buddha taught that meditation is a path open to everyone, whether ordained or lay. One can meditate amidst daily life while working, driving, cooking, or caring for family. 3. Meditation does not require long hours to be effective. Some believe that meditation must be practiced for hours to be beneficial. In reality, even a few minutes of mindfulness each day can bring significant change. The key is not the duration but the quality of awareness in each moment. When we deeply understand and correctly apply mindfulness meditation, we will see that it is not an abstract or distant practice but the key to unlocking inner peace. When the mind is at peace, all afflictions dissolve, and we discover true serenity within the ever-changing world. Mindfulness meditation is not a mystical technique or a practice reserved only for monastics. It is a path of practice that can be applied at any moment in life, helping us cultivate awareness, transform suffering, and rediscover inner peace. To fully benefit from mindfulness meditation, the practitioner must understand how to prepare, practice correctly, and recognize as well as overcome obstacles that may arise during the journey. Although meditation can be practiced anywhere, preparing an appropriate space, adopting the right posture, and choosing a suitable time can help the practitioner attain a deeper state of tranquility and concentration. 1. Choosing a suitable space. A meditation space does not need to be extraordinary or completely secluded from daily life, but it should be quiet and free from distractions. If possible, dedicate a small corner of your home for meditation, perhaps a private room or a peaceful area. If in a noisy environment, you may use earplugs or seek out a park with fresh air for practice. Beginners are often easily affected by surrounding noises. If unfamiliar with meditation, it is best to choose a quiet space where the mind can settle more easily. However, as mindfulness practice deepens, one will realize that external space is not as important as internal space. When mindfulness is firmly established, one can meditate anywhere, even amidst honking traffic or the hustle and bustle of life. 2. Sitting in the right posture. Posture greatly influences comfort and the ability to maintain meditation for extended periods. The Buddha taught that the full lotus, Padmasana, or half-lotus posture provides stability and firmness. However, if one is not accustomed to these positions, sitting cross-legged in a natural way is acceptable, as long as the back remains straight but not stiff. For those who find sitting on the floor uncomfortable, using a small meditation bench or cushion can help maintain an upright spine while staying relaxed. Hands may rest gently on the knees or be placed together in the lap, shoulders relaxed, and head slightly tilted forward to encourage inner stillness. When the posture is correct, discomfort is minimized, allowing for longer meditation sessions. 3. Choosing the right time to meditate. The best time for meditation varies from person to person, but 3 key times are commonly recommended. Early morning, upon waking, the mind is still fresh and has not yet been affected by daily tasks. This is an ideal time to begin the day with mindfulness and serenity. Midday, when feeling stressed or fatigued, taking a few minutes to meditate can help relax and recharge energy. Evening, before bedtime, meditation helps calm the mind, release worries, and promote deeper sleep. Regardless of the chosen time, the most important aspect is consistent daily practice. When meditation becomes a habit, one will notice significant transformations in both body and mind. There are many ways to practice mindfulness meditation, but the 3 fundamental methods below are particularly suitable for beginners. 1. Breath awareness meditation, anchoring in the present moment. Breath awareness meditation, Anapanasati, is a practice emphasized by the Buddha in numerous discourses. It is a simple yet profoundly effective method for bringing the mind back to the present moment. How to practice: sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Bring awareness to the breath, feeling the air entering and leaving the nostrils. Do not control the breath, simply observe it naturally. If the mind wanders, gently return attention to the breath. Practicing breath awareness helps cultivate concentration, reduce stress, and maintain inner peace in all situations. 2. Body skin meditation, relaxing tension through awareness. Body skin meditation, Kayagadasati, helps develop awareness of bodily sensations, allowing tension to be released and stress to be transformed. How to practice: sit or lie down in a relaxed manner, bringing attention to each part of the body. Start from the top of the head, gradually moving down to the shoulders, chest, abdomen, legs, and feet. If any tension is detected, observe it without trying to change it. Inhale, knowing that you are inhaling. Exhale, knowing that you are exhaling. Body skin meditation increases bodily awareness, alleviates pain, and relieves stress-related tension. 3. Mindfulness of thoughts and emotions, observing without attachment. Mindfulness of thoughts and emotions, Siddhanapassana, trains the practitioner to recognize thoughts and emotions without being overwhelmed by them. How to practice: sit in stillness and observe any emotions that arise in the mind. If worry appears, acknowledge, this is worry. If anger arises, recognize, this is anger. Do not judge or suppress emotions, simply acknowledge and release them. Practicing mindfulness of emotions helps one refrain from identifying with thoughts, leading to liberation from negative mental states. Common challenges in meditation and how to overcome them. 1. Inability to concentrate, easily distracted. When first practicing, the mind often drifts into thoughts and loses focus. This is normal and nothing to worry about. Simply and gently bring attention back to the breath or body without self-criticism. 2. Feeling sleepy or restless during meditation. If drowsy, try meditating with eyes open, standing, or engaging in mindful walking. If feeling restless, observe the sensation without resistance, allowing it to gradually settle on its own. 3. Having high expectations for meditation results. Some individuals expect to experience immediate states of bliss. However, meditation is a long-term cultivation process. Do not chase results, just practice with patience, and transformation will naturally occur. When one has sufficient faith and diligence in practicing mindfulness meditation, the shifts in consciousness become apparent: less anxiety, fewer afflictions, and a deeper sense of peace and happiness in every moment of life. Meditation is not limited to moments of sitting still on a cushion, it is an art of living mindfully in every aspect of daily life. A true practitioner of mindfulness is not necessarily the one who sits in meditation the longest, but rather the one who can maintain a tranquil, composed mind amidst the ever-changing waves of life. We often think of meditation as something that only happens when we sit in the lotus position in a quiet space. However, the essence of mindful meditation is not confined to a fixed schedule, it must permeate all aspects of our daily activities. Every moment of the day can become an opportunity for practice, helping us sustain inner peace and awareness even amid the many demands of modern life. Work is an inevitable part of life, but if we do not approach it with mindfulness, we can easily be swept into the whirlwind of stress and pressure. When our minds constantly drift between the past and the future, we lose ourselves in an endless cycle of busyness. The digital age has made us increasingly dependent on phones and computers. We often become absorbed in screens for hours without realizing it, only to later find our minds fatigued, our thoughts scattered, and our eyes strained from excessive exposure to blue light. Practice mindfulness when using technology. Before picking up your phone, ask yourself, what am I doing? Is this truly necessary? Before opening emails or starting a major task on your computer, take a few deep breaths to center yourself. When reading a document, focus entirely on it without letting your mind jump from one thing to another. By becoming more conscious of our technology use, we can reduce distractions, work more effectively, and maintain inner calm. Amid the fast pace of work, we often move from one task to another without taking a moment to reconnect with ourselves. Cultivate the habit of pausing for a few seconds between tasks to take a deep breath and recognize the life unfolding in each moment. Whenever stress or pressure arises, close your eyes, take a deep breath, relax your body, and observe the emotions arising within. Once the mind settles, clarity returns, and we are no longer caught up in haste and anxiety. Eating is not only about nourishing the body but also an important practice for cultivating mindfulness. When we eat, do we truly savor the flavors of each bite, or do we simply chew hurriedly so we can move on to the next task? Many people eat in a state of mindlessness, consuming large amounts of food yet still feeling unsatisfied, never fully appreciating their meals. Try eating with mindfulness. Before eating, take a moment to express gratitude for the food before you. Recognize the many people who contributed to this meal, from farmers and cooks to those who served it. When eating, chew slowly and fully experience the taste and texture of each bite. Avoid eating while watching a screen or working, as this disconnects us from the present moment. Eating while distracted can diminish our ability to truly enjoy food and can also impair digestion. When the mind is scattered, the body cannot fully absorb nutrients. When we eat with mindfulness, we not only nourish our bodies but also our souls, bringing peace into each moment. Communication is an essential part of life. However, without mindfulness, we may unintentionally cause harm to others. When someone speaks, are we truly listening, or are we simply waiting for our turn to talk? Mindful listening means giving our full attention without rushing to judge or interrupt. Try practicing deep listening. When someone speaks, make eye contact and sense the emotions behind their words. Do not interrupt or hastily offer advice or counterarguments. Put yourself in their place to truly understand their perspective. Deep listening helps dissolve misunderstandings and fosters genuine human connection. Words carry immense power. They can bring joy or cause deep pain. A careless remark can wound another, while a kind word can warm a heart. Practice mindfulness in speech. Before speaking, ask yourself, is this necessary? Does it bring benefit? Speak with a gentle, measured tone, avoiding hurried or harsh words. When angry, pause and take a few deep breaths before speaking to prevent hurtful words. By cultivating mindfulness in communication, we can build harmonious and meaningful relationships. Walking is not just a physical activity, it is also a powerful form of meditation. Rather than walking hurriedly, try slowing down and truly feeling each step. Listen to the sounds around you: the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, the rhythm of your own breath. Every step is an opportunity to return to the present moment, to recognize that we are alive here and now. As you walk, notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground. Slow your pace slightly and feel the stability and peace in each step. If possible, walk barefoot on grass or sand to connect with the earth. Practicing mindful walking allows us to lighten our hearts, freeing the mind from worries and overthinking. When meditation becomes an effortless part of daily life, we are no longer overwhelmed by stress and turmoil. Every activity, eating, speaking, walking, standing, working, becomes an opportunity to return to ourselves, to remain at peace amidst the ever-changing currents of life. Sustaining meditation as a lifelong habit is not merely a personal discipline but a profound journey of inner transformation. Many people feel inspired when they first begin meditating, but after a short time, they give up either because they do not see immediate benefits or because life becomes too busy. However, if one truly understands the value of meditation and applies it wisely, it can become a natural part of daily life, no longer a burdensome practice that requires effort but rather a quiet joy, a way to return to oneself. Meditation is not a temporary activity, it is a long-term path of cultivation. It is like planting a tree. If we water it and nourish it daily, it will gradually grow, blossom, and bear fruit. On the other hand, if we only water it a few times and then neglect it, the tree will wither. One of the most effective ways to maintain meditation is to set a fixed time each day for practice. When we regard meditation as an essential part of life like eating or sleeping, it becomes more natural, unaffected by laziness or procrastination. Morning is an ideal time to meditate because the mind is still calm and has not yet been disturbed by the worries of the day. Upon waking up, before beginning the day's activities, we can spend a few moments sitting still, listening to our breath, and feeling the serenity within. This establishes a strong foundation of mindfulness, allowing us to face whatever challenges arise throughout the day. If mornings are too hectic, we can meditate in the evening before going to sleep. This is a time to release the burdens of the day, relax the mind, and prepare for a deeper, more restful sleep. What matters most is perseverance. No matter how busy life gets, dedicating just 5 to 10 minutes each day to meditation will bring noticeable changes to the mind and spirit. Many people set overly ambitious meditation goals when they start, such as meditating for an hour daily, but because they are not yet accustomed to it, they struggle and easily give up. Instead of forcing ourselves to meditate for long periods right away, we can begin with short sessions of 5 to 10 minutes and gradually increase the duration as the mind becomes more stable. What is important is not how long we meditate but whether we meditate with awareness. 1 minute of true meditation is more valuable than an hour of sitting with a distracted mind. As we grow accustomed to meditation, the length of our sessions will naturally extend without strain. Meditation is not just about sitting in silence, it can also be combined with other spiritual practices to deepen our inner transformation. Chanting mantras and reciting the Buddha's name are methods that help the mind remain still and anchored in mindfulness. When chanting a mantra, we should not recite mechanically but instead be fully aware of each sound, each vibration resonating within body and mind. The same applies to reciting the Buddha's name. If we do so with a scattered mind, merely counting repetitions, the practice will have little effect. But if we recite with full awareness, attentively feeling each syllable, the mind will naturally settle, free from the disturbances of negative thoughts. We can also combine chanting or recitation with breath meditation. Inhaling, we recite the Buddha's name. Exhaling, we release all wandering thoughts. With consistent practice, we will experience a deep sense of inner peace. Repentance is not merely the recitation of scriptures, it is a deep reflection on our past mistakes and a sincere effort toward transformation. When meditating in the spirit of repentance, we must face our unwholesome actions without avoidance or justification. Looking directly at our faults with mindfulness allows us to understand their root causes and to cultivate a heartfelt intention to change, ensuring that we do not repeat the same mistakes. Meditation helps us see clearly the law of cause and effect, guiding us to generate wholesome karma. When we live mindfully, we become more conscious of our words, actions, and thoughts, ensuring that we do not blindly follow greed, anger, or delusion. Meditation not only helps us rediscover inner peace but also expands our capacity for compassion, allowing us to connect more deeply with others and all living beings. When practicing loving-kindness meditation, we direct our goodwill toward all beings, without discrimination. We can contemplate that every person, whether good or bad, carries their own burdens of suffering. Understanding this, we become more forgiving, less judgmental, and more willing to embrace others with a boundless heart. As meditation enables us to see the true nature of life, we are no longer attached to notions of gain and loss. Our minds are no longer swayed by praise or blame, nor are they bound by selfish desires. One of the greatest benefits of meditation is learning to let go. When the mind is no longer entangled in negative thoughts or anxieties about the past or future, we experience lightness and tranquility in each moment of life. Letting go does not mean indifference or avoidance of responsibility. It means not allowing ourselves to be enslaved by things beyond our control. When we have done our best but the outcome is not as expected, we learn to accept it with equanimity. When facing difficulties, we do not let them overwhelm us but observe them with calm awareness. Through consistent and diligent meditation practice, we come to realize that all suffering arises from attachment. When we learn to let go, afflictions naturally dissolve, leaving behind a resilient and peaceful heart. Meditation is not a quick-fix solution, it is a lifelong journey of cultivation and transformation. By making meditation a lasting habit, we do not only find peace for ourselves but also radiate that peace to those around us. A tranquil heart is the greatest gift we can offer to the world. Mindful meditation is not just a tool for stress reduction, it is a path to genuine peace and happiness. In life, we cannot avoid moments of stress and anxiety, but through mindfulness practice, we can face them with awareness and ease. Commit to practicing every day, even if you only have a few minutes for meditation. Every moment of mindfulness is valuable, and over time, you will witness a profound transformation within yourself. Life will become more serene, more effortless, and you will no longer be swept away by the fleeting worries of the world. May all beings find peace and stability in each breath and step they take.